Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm Just the Fangirl and this is another addition to my Year of Fandom bullet journal. Last time in April we dedicated everything to good omens, but this month we're leaving our Earth and our galaxy and going to one long ago and far, far away. So first a brief summary. Star Wars is a sci-fi fantasy series created by George Lucas, and the first three films spanned from the late 70s to the 80s in release. These films detailed the adventures of Luke Skywalker as he and a group of rebels fought the Galactic Empire. A second trilogy, serving as prequels for the originals, came out in the early 2000s and covered the story of Luke's father, Anakin Skywalker. A third and final trilogy, a sequel to the originals, continued on to a new generation of rebels fighting the First Order, an army forged by the ideals of the original Empire and seeking to regain power in the galaxy. This franchise, of course, has spawned books, extension films, TV shows, and much more. So, why did I choose this theme for the month? Well, not just because I'm a fan, but because of my mom. May is her birth month, as well as the month we celebrate Mother's Day in, and Mom was a huge fan of Star Wars. My earliest years of life were filled with memories of not just watching Star Wars on VHS and TV, but also seeing the films released, re-released, etc. in theaters. It was tradition each holiday season for the whole family to go to a Star Wars movie if it released that year, even when it was just Mom and me going. When a new Star Wars film came out, we saw it. The last film Mom and I saw together was The Last Jedi, and she loved it as much as she loved every Star Wars film before it. My mother passed away from a brain aneurysm 11 months later in November of 2018, and so she never got to see any of the newer media, but I know that she would have loved all of them too, if she'd had the chance. So Mama, this one's for you. First, we have my 2-page cover spread with May the Force Be With You on one side with a Millennium Falcon doodle, then May 2021 on the other side with a doodle of the Death Star, and of course some washi for deco. I have my Habits page with the Rebel symbol at the bottom, but on the other half, which would normally hold one of my decorative drawings or illustrations, I have to cover it up because I didn't get the original artist's permission this time. Anyway, next we have my calendar 2-page spread. I have doodles of R2-D2 and BB-8, as well as, of course, each day denoted, and a couple of things already in here because you're getting a rare treat this time! You're actually going to get to watch me plan some stuff in a plan with me! Who'da thunk it, huh? As you can see, a couple of my days are already pre-planned, mostly because of the odd week scheduling that came up, and I decided to just go with it. You see me getting out some pens, of course, and these pens are a pair of friction pens. These are pens with erasable ink. I love using these in my bullet journal because it means that I can use them to make notes or write in my to-dos and things that I need to get done, all the events I need to do, without worrying about getting out all the whiteout if I make a mistake, because the friction caused by the rubber end does get rid of the ink. Now, this does mean I'm going to have to be careful during the summertime because that ink will disappear with heat, so it's potentially bad if I leave my stuff outside, but I shouldn't have to. Anyway, you see me swapping out some pens there because I grabbed the wrong color ink. I like using black ink for writing in my actual events and things that I need to get done, and I like the red ink to help me mark certain other events such as work or dates or other things. Anyway, you can see on the sides of each box that I made out for the week that I wrote down the weather pertaining to each day as forecasted at the time that I was planning. I like to try and keep up with weather, and if there are changes, well, I can just go in and clean it up and erase it and fix it. I also like to give myself enough space in each of these boxes, or I try at least, so that I can write out what's going on, if I need to do any chores. Also, do forgive me if occasionally my head pops into view in the video. But occasionally I like to do some chores, occasionally I need to write down stuff that I actually have to do at work, such as, tasks that I need to do that day while I'm doing my actual real-life job. And there are also times when I need to add in that I need to maybe leave work during my lunch break to take care of an errand or something I need to do before work. And of course, yes, I am making time for the fun stuff like games and watching movies and reading and whatever have you during these times. Anyway, once I finish with all my planning, I now get to show you the spread. It is, of course, dedicated to Darth Vader and the power of the dark side. Next is a double-page spread weekly layout dedicated to Yoda, who says do or do not try. This is the week where my mom's birthday falls into the calendar. And the next page is dedicated to Princess Leia. I loved Carrie Fisher, I loved Leia, and, you know, it was sad when she left us. You see here I have an appointment. Yes, I'm getting my COVID shot in May. I've already had shot number 1. Anyway, the final double page spread is the last few days of May, and for this one I just drew in the lightsabers. I have Luke's, I have Darth Vader's, and of course I have Anakin's original. And there is, at the top, the iconic phrase. And that's pretty much it for the month of May. I mean, May is another minimal month, for the most part, and I'm fine with that. It's nice to stick to fewer colors and just have space to write in. And when I do use colors, I make sure they are the focus and not overtaken by busy space. Anyway, thank you all for watching this one and letting me get a little personal. If you like this video, please leave comments below in the blah blah. Check out my links in the doobly-doo. And thank you, Trademark, for once again editing this video. Viewers, next time he may be unavailable to help me due to personal reasons, but do not let that stop you from following both Trademark and myself. Click his links below as well, check out Trademark's Trainwreck and Random Moles of a Nerd, and bear with me next time when we roll the dice and return to solo editing. Until next time, everyone, be safe, be lovely, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.